We had reported in early 2020 that the DRDO has started development of a 200 km strike range Pranash tactical ballistic missile that will be used both by the Army and the Air Force for destroying enemy targets at short ranges. As per latest reports, the program is on track, and trials of the missile is likely to be conducted by the end of 2021. The single-stage solid propellant missile would also be readied for exports to friendly foreign countries, as its strike ranges within the permissible limits of international regimes on missile sales. Russia's TASS state news agency has reported that the United Aircraft Company is developing a two-seat version of the Su-57 stealth fighter jet that could serve as a control hub for 4 Okhotnik B stealth combat drones that will boost the export demand for the Su-57. Interestingly, Russia's Sukhoi Corporation was supposed to develop a customized two-seat variant of the Su-57 called the FGFA for license production, but India had pulled out of the joint development program in 2018, and whatever work did get done on the FGFA would help Russia to speed up this new two-seater concept. A joint team from Indian Army and Ministry of Defence have visited the gun carriage factory of the Ordnance Factory Board to review the integration and production of 155mm Dhanush guns, and also to resolve quality and delivery issues. The first batch of 6 guns supplied to Army in 2019 faced some quality issues, due to which the Indian Army wanted to retest at least 4 guns from the second batch. But the movement of guns to the range due to the second lockdown was also affected. That hampered the delivery of these indigenous guns to the Indian Army. The Indian Army has placed orders for 118 Dhanush guns that were supposed to be delivered in 4 years, but now the delivery by gun carriage factory is likely to run into 6th year since the rate of production of 50 guns per year is simply not possible. After the launch of a new 7.62 by 39mm Trichur carbine, the Ordnance Factory Trichy has also launched a 40 by 46mm under-barrel grenade launcher for the TAR rifle and AK-47 that has been developed through in-house research and development. It weighs 1.6 kilograms and has a range of 400 meters. It can be attached to the rifle in less than a minute, and is very useful in combat, counter-terror and jungle warfare operations for infantry and special forces. As per latest reports, an Indian Air Force delegation had visited the Checkmate stall at the Max Air Show in Moscow, but there is no official confirmation that if the Indian Air Force got separate briefings on the single-engine stealth fighter program. The Su-75 will be promoted to India in the coming days, and it will make it to India's premier defence and air shows planned for next year, and might be displayed at the Defence Expo 2022 in Gujarat. On an invitation from the commander of the UAE Air Force and Air Defence, the Indian Air Force Chief has arrived on a goodwill visit to the United Arab Emirates that will further strengthen bilateral defence cooperation, and is in reflection of India's growing strategic ties with the Gulf country. The UAE Air Force had also provided mid-air refueling to a number of Rafale fighter jets on their journey from France to India. The UAE Navy had also joined the Varuna joint naval exercise with the Indian and French counterparts for the first time in April this year. Apart from building 100 missile silos in Western Desert, satellite images has revealed that China is building a second nuclear missile silo field, which shows that China is aiming for a 10-fold increase in its DF-41 intercontinental ballistic missiles. The number of new Chinese silos under construction exceeds the number of silo-based ICBMs operated by Russia, and constitutes more than half of the size of the entire US ICBM force. A foreign expert has said that China is playing the same game that the US played with the Soviet Union in 1970s, and China is shuffling a fairly small number of nuclear missiles among a very large number of silos.